Apple doesn't build products when they're ready. Apple builds products when it can no longer ignore the category. And now, after years of watching foldables crease, crack, overheat, and underdeliver, Apple is reportedly stepping in, not as a pioneer, but as the last major company left on the sidelines. Supply chain reports claim Apple's first foldable iPhone is lining up production alongside the iPhone 18 Pro model. The flexible OLED display is said to enter mass production in July, the same period Apple traditionally prepares its Pro lineup, pointing toward a September launch window. That timing isn't bold, it's safe, it's convenient. It's Apple sliding a risky device into the comfort of its biggest annual keynote, so it doesn't look like an experiment. This isn't a minor adjustment to the iPhone formula. Reports suggest a redesigned hinge system, heavily customized internal architecture. And here's the irony: a flexible OLED supplied exclusively by Samsung. Yes, the same Samsung that has been selling foldables for years. LG Display is apparently sidelined, meaning Apple wants tight supplier control. When you limit variables in a complex device, it's usually because you know how fragile the entire structure is. Foldables aren't simple upgrades. They introduce hinge fatigue, visible creasing, software scaling limitations, thermal instability, and battery stress. Apple's narrowing of suppliers feels less like confidence and more like minimizing future excuses. Meanwhile, Samsung is rumored to be pushing a wider foldable format, possibly with the Galaxy Z Fold 8. In other words, Samsung will likely experiment publicly while Apple perfects its margins privately. By the time Apple enters the arena, customers may already have opinions about what width, usability, and multitasking should feel like. Aspect ratio might be Apple's biggest attempt to stand out. Current iPhones run close to a 2:1 layout. Folding that creates a square-like screen, awkward for widescreen video. Leaks say Apple could aim for a 3:2 folded shape that opens into something near 4:3, similar to an iPad. So instead of an expanding phone, this becomes an iPad mini that happens to close. It sounds strategic. It also sounds like Apple is repurposing a familiar design rather than redefining anything. Then comes battery marketing. A rumored 5,500 mAh capacity sounds impressive compared to the roughly 5,088 mAh inside the iPhone 17 Pro Max, around a 10% bump. But a foldable powers a significantly larger inner display and dual usage states. That extra battery likely compensates for power drain instead of delivering meaningful endurance gains. Foldables require thinner dual-cell batteries, more fragile construction, and tighter internal layouts. Camera systems often step back due to space limits. Durability, even in 2026, is not bulletproof. Pricing competitors hover between $1,800 and $2,000, so Apple landing around $1,900 to $2,000 feels inevitable. That's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.